This is an African flower square motif that I found on YouTube. I don't know if I can link somebody else's video. So if you just go and just search by African flower square, you will see the videos. I found several of them, and it looks difficult, but it's not it's a very easy pattern to do. So here, what I want to do is, instead of just leaving it like that, I want to do a granny around it. So if you're gonna, let's say you're using the same color, you can go ahead and slip stitch to the chain 3 space. If not, you can attach your yarn to the chain 3 space. If you're familiar with a granny square, then you know that you start with 3 chains, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then and 3 double crochets to make the corner. So here's the first part of the granny square, and you're going to do the same. You're going to chain 1 and then skip 3 stitches, and in the 4th stitch you're going to do your other 3 double crochets. I'm not sure what I was trying to show you guys, but I have to do voiceovers because I have dogs, and all of a sudden they just start barking. My daughter, she plays in the kitchen, and you can hear her all the way into where I am, and there's just no way I can do this and talk at the same time, because it's just not possible. So here is I completed already one side, and you're gonna do this all around. So here I wanted to show you that on this part, or this section of the square, I had to skip over 4 or 5 of these. That's okay. You can do that. In fact, that you need to do that, and I'll explain why in a little bit. You want your square to be even, so that means that you want the same amount of clusters. I'm going to call them clusters. I know they're not, but I'm going to call them granny clusters. You want to have the same amount of granny clusters all the way around. For example, here I have 4 on each side. If you have 3, if you have 4 and then 5, then you're not going to get a square. It's going to be wonky. You're going to have, it's not going to be, a perfect square. So if you need to skip over all those stitches in order to get the same amount of the granny clusters, then yes, it's possible. Once this is said and done, nobody's going to notice the big gap. It's really not that noticeable. So here I decided, okay, I want granny square. Now you can continue with the granny square, or you can add something to it. I decided to there's a pattern called, I think it's the merge granny square, and there is a pattern on YouTube that, again, I can't link, but I'll give you the name in just a second. So what I did is I attached it onto one of the corners, and I did the chain 3. I'm doing 2 double crochets, and then I'm doing a chain 2, and I'm doing the 2 double crochets. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna double crochet all the way across, including the chain 1 spaces. So the pattern is called the Merge Granny Square. You can do a search on YouTube, and the video is from Blossom Crochet. That's where I got that pattern. So once you're at the corner, you're gonna do 2 double crochets. Then you're gonna chain 2, and then you're gonna start to do the granny side. So you have to do on that side of the corner 3 double crochets. And then you do your normal granny. You chain 1, and you do the 3 granny clusters in each chain 1 space, just like a regular granny square. So once you reach the corner, since it's a granny, you're on the granny side, you're going to do 3 double crochets. And then chain 2. And then 2 double crochets, because you're going to start the solid side, and then you just repeat what you did on the first side. You just crochet all the way across. Sorry, you double crochet all the way across. So once you do the solid again, you do 2 double crochets. And then you're going to do 2 chains and then 3 double crochets and do the granny side. So you're just going to repeat that pattern on each side. There you have it. Granny on one side and solid on the other. Again, I don't know what I'm pointing at, but I guess I'm just trying to show you the pattern. So for the motif that I'm doing, I actually added another round of the merged granny, but this time I'm not gonna do a granny on top of a granny. I'm gonna do a solid on top of the granny. That way it can be different. And again, I don't know what I'm trying to say here or show you. I guess it's what I just said. Sorry. So anyway, you attach your yarn in any corner. In this case, since you're just doing another round, it doesn't really matter where you attach it. If you're going to make the bigger granny, the merged granny, it does matter. And I'm going to do that with these. I'm going to attach them together or sew them together, and then I'm going to do a merged granny around them. So you would start with your three double, well, the chain 3 and the 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then you're going to do, since it's a solid side, you're going to do the 2 double crochets, and then repeat that all across. So basically, you're going to do the same thing as you did on the other side. But on this side, when you do the granny, you're going to do what you did on that row of the granny square row. So you do your 3 double crochets on that side of the corner. You're going to chain 1, and then you're going to count the 3 stitches and do your little granny cluster in the 4th stitch. But now, since you have an even square, you're not going to have any sides that have extras, like on the granny square, the one that you had, like if you had like 4 or 5, you're going to have exactly 3 stitches on this. Like on this side that I'm crocheting, I crochet the last cluster, and then I have 3 stitches exactly to do that side of the granny, of the square, of the of the pattern. So that's how you, if you have a solid side, that's how you would do a granny. You just skip 3 stitches, and on the 4th, do that little granny cluster until you reach the corner, and then again you're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, and then you're going to do your solid side. And that's it. So if you want to add another color to that, just repeat the same pattern. It's really easy. Once you start once you start to crochet this pattern, you'll get a hang of it really quickly. It's really nice. It looks really pretty. So if you want to add another round, just follow the same pattern with another color. This pattern looks really pretty with different colors. I did a blanket like that, and it looks really pretty. So this is it. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you learned something new. And thank you so much for watching.